So Tyson Fury compares himself to the great Harry Houdini. Y'all not going to believe the irony behind this. Let's talk about it.
Push the weight and flex, flex. The livest one in the section. Fit the runner, boy, you nigga, no question. You will run a motherfucker high stepping. Hey, you never had a big enough weapon. Motherfucker never learned your lesson. I'm an 88 pack nigga. I'm an 88 pack nigga. I mean, day walker, drink blood, trains out, full moon, motherfucker change like a hoe. I'm just a nigga from the hood trying to stack a little cheddar for the money.
You know, the news just keeps getting better and better, but actually more weird. You know, I'm a firm believer that the universe doesn't lie. You get what you put out. It's 360 degrees. It comes back to you full circle. Good or bad, it's going to come back to you. Good or bad, it's going to come back to you. And sometimes things happen for reasons that we cannot explain. We can't explain it. So it was brought to my attention that Tyson Fury compared himself to Harry Houdini. Now, I missed it, but you know, I have eyes and ears everywhere. And on my live that I just did a little while ago, check it out. Good buddy of mine, shout out to my brother Eric Montgomery. He says, "Did you hear Tyson Fury compare himself to Harry Houdini?" And I said, I read it somewhere, and I just brushed it off. I said, I don't care. He's always comparing himself to things like that. He said, no. Check how Harry Houdini died. I'm going to read you something. Witnesses to an incident at Houdini's dressing room in the Princess Theater in Montreal speculated that Houdini's death was caused by Jocelyn Gordon Whitehead, November 25th, 1895, July 5th, 1954, I believe that's when she passed, who recently struck Houdini's abdomen. The accounts of the witnesses, students named Jacques Price and Sam Smilovitz, sometimes called Jack Price and Sam Smiley, generally corroborated one another. Price said that Whitehead asked Houdini if he believed in miracles of the Bible and whether it was true that punches in the stomach did not hurt him. Houdini offered a casual reply that his stomach could endure a lot. Whitehead then delivered some very hammer-like blows below the belt. Houdini was reclining on the couch at the time, having broken his ankle while performing several days earlier. So he was hurt. He was on the couch. He was laying on a recliner. I don't mean to laugh. He was laying on a recliner because he broke his ankle performing earlier, like several days earlier. Okay. Price said that Houdini winced at each blow and stopped Whitehead suddenly in the midst of a punch, gesturing that he had had enough, and adding that he had no opportunity to prepare himself against the blows, as he did not expect Whitehead to strike him so suddenly and forcefully. Had his broken ankle not been broken, he would have risen from the couch into a better position to brace himself. They said he had an acute appendix injury in which he died. Harry Houdini died from body shots. Unsuspecting body shots below the belt. I just read it to you. Why is this weird?
Bring him in. I'm like Houdini.
He just said that yesterday. Want to hear it again?
Bring him in. I'm like Houdini.
Again?
Bring him in. I'm like Houdini.
Why is it that the supporters of Wilder are so excited about this fight and we really don't have a care in the world? Why are we so confident? And you guys are so nervous. You're popping up on our streams, talking crazy, in our comment section, talking crazy. And we're partying, man. We're really partying because we're getting what we asked for. And just remember this, Tyson Fury did not ask for this. He tried to avoid it for 14 months and failed.
Bring him in. I'm like Houdini.
Who died from body shots. I'm not even sure Tyson Fury knew that because I didn't know that. If he knew that and how he passed, I don't think he'd have said that. That's the universe. Hey, don't get mad at the messenger. I'm just saying this is something to think about. I mean, we're all expecting him to get in the ring and have good head movement so he don't get his head knocked off because that's what Deontay does best. He knocks heads off. But are y'all thinking about those body shots? Are you? Body shots to a body that looks like this? I mean, seriously, can he take it? And let me tell you something. The more flubber you have around that waistline, it doesn't help you protect from impact. It does more harm than good. Oh, yeah?
Bring him in. I'm like Houdini.
That flew right over my head. But not to be outdone. Want to know why this is so interesting that this came about today? This exact quote that I missed and how Houdini passed? Why is that so intriguing to me? Well, let me just show you. Okay, Houdini.